What up, YouTube world? The real Josh Johnson 55 coming at you with a contest response video here from Mr. Drfee1good1987. I should be playing something that everybody knows. And I think I might, just because, again, if I didn't, I'd be remiss. I'd be pissed off in the end. Shout out to Vintage. I'm sure this is something you played when you were in college. Anyway, figured to get amongst it, since seems like a pretty simple contest, simple concept, and
Dad?
yeah, you just eat. Figured, again, something I can get in on. Sharing cards, stories, stuff I like to do. I like to talk about cards for a long period of time, so first off, you gotta be subbed. You gotta like the video, and then you gotta make a video. So there's three things out of the gate you gotta do there. Number one, favorite card with a short story. Got a few of them here. This was one that was a redemption only, or a tier 1. Most of the stuff's the last couple years, since I've babbled in previous videos about some of my older stuff. But it's a redemption. A lot of that stuff was going for $80-90 because I had Kershaw and Kershaw's White Hot. Was able to pick this up for a little under half of that delivered, and it's special to me, super special, because I put a huge snipe in on it, because it's 7 of 25, which my daughter was born July 25th, so I try to get the serial numbers to that, so I was stoked with that. One of the first JJs I've ever gotten, or ever got, graded 9.9. Finest 06 Gold X-Fractor. Autograph, obviously, there on the bottom. Numbered to 10. The reason why this was special, I had forgotten about it. This was before I even knew about sniping programs, back in early 08, mid 08. Must have been summer of 08, I want to say June, July, about this time. Guy added up for, I think, I don't know, 15 bucks opening bid. Nobody hit it because he was coming back from Tommy John, so the jury was still out and people were still shying away. And I sent him a message, said, hey, would you take 25 delivered for that Johnson card? Because again, numbered to 10, I know if you don't jump on the grenade, if it's 10 or under, you're going to be scuffling down the road. I mean, that goes for something, Score 2013, or that goes for, I don't know, the Fleer Focus Jersey Edition, or the Touchdown Edition 2000 inserts, which some are numbered to like 6, 8, 10. And believe me, there's a couple in there that I want, and I've never seen them, and they're numbered to 8. So, when he's like, yeah, sure, man, just send the PayPal this way, and I got it. Some dude, I think, out in Massachusetts. So again, to get that for that, and then I've seen, I think, one other one when Johnson got hot back in 09 or 2011 at the beginning. I saw one, and I think somebody binned it for, was it $199 or $249? So obviously Dave wins. Now you look at this, number to 5, 1 of 5, and you saw the grade, 7, centering 9.5, edges 9, surface 9, corners 6.5, which, look at the bottom left there, that's, and the top right isn't exactly the greatest, but I hemmed and hawed on this friend for a while. I think he had like a $60 bin. Then he went down to 50 or 55. I'm like, come on, if you're gonna drop it after it doesn't sell, don't drop it $5. Go down to like 45. Doesn't sell, then go to 30. Or go to 20 starting auction. So yeah, I think a $30 or $35 bin. Now again, normally I wouldn't care. I'd just be like, I've got one or whatever. I can deal with it not having it. But I binned it. Why? As you see there, 1 of 5, 2 of 5, 3 of 5, and 4 of 5. Still looking for the 5 of 5, which I just found it. Never mind. Five of 5. So that's the only reason I got that. Well, not the only, but you understand. The second one, a trade or a care package you got from a YouTuber that's still on your PC. I've got, I won't say several, but I've got more than my fair share, or more than what I think I deserve to get. Again, I'm on here for the friendship. I've told a lot of the old school cats that. I got on here because I like to talk cards. My wife hates talking about cards, and there isn't much around here for cards, but so when people send me stuff or they hit me up and say, hey, I found such and such at a show, are you interested? Let me know. If so, I'll pick it up. Just shoot me over some PayPal or whatever, and we'll call it good. And that was the situation in this one, which I didn't even know this existed until Tom, Hudson Fan 15, which I just watched his video response to you, not even knowing there's a contest going on. Or I saw a couple the other day, and I was like, I don't even know what's going on here. I don't know what's up with this. And then I saw his video, and I figured, well, if he's making one, I might as well make one, right? Right? That's what I thought. But he was at a show out in Massachusetts, I believe, somewhere. Said, hey, dealer has this for $12. Let me know if you need it. I'm like, hell yeah, I need it. I didn't even know this card existed. For $12, I'd be literally making a mess of myself in my pantaloons wanting to pick this card up. Dealing with a viral infection with a bad cough. So that's why I'm going there with the cough. I'll just say that at the 9-minute mark. But got this. Tom got it. Paid him. Sent it over my way. And he's always been good with that. As any of the guys that have he has their number and knows who they collect, can attest to that. He's always shooting texts, shooting messages, saying, hey, such and such has this, eBay has that, somebody in a hobby box, Chris, pulled this today, take a peek, and so on and so forth. So he's been great with that. I've tried to reciprocate as much as I've possibly been able to. I think the only one instance I can recall is I think a Hudson Wood out of Triple Threads was pulled on blog, and I shot him a text as soon as I saw it, and luckily he was off or was able to be at the computer at that time and check it out. So he's great for that. I try to reciprocate as much as I can, and I've done what I can there, but he's picked up stuff for me, and I have yet to, again, don't have much for shows around here, but I try to pick up whatever I can of folks that I know others will collect, or do collect. And then this one was enclosed in a badass Christmas package. I don't know if it was 2010? Or it must have been 10. From RBI Crew, Ryan and Neil. Before they made it to the big time and they were superstars, when they were running the podunk operation and Neil never wanted to get on camera. And there'd be maybe a dozen of us at max in the room, including people who are no longer on the forums or the boards or what, YouTube, blog, Vaughn, whatever they're at. I know there's a lot of people that, like, man, Louie and Cody being the two that, again, he'll know who they are if he actually watches this, or some of, like, Broncos 79 Steve, Sicta for 2024, Scott 2244, Will, Dawkins fan 311, McNabb to Westy was his old handle. So, I mean, we had a group of, I won't say dedicated diehard guys, but man, there's about a dozen of us that were usually in, if one of us went live, they would be in the room no matter what. If we were razzing stuff, just BSing, somebody got a box, said, hey, I'm going to open this personal break, come in, so we'd watch and just BS for sports, life, whatever. So, that's what Ryan used to do, before he got to the big time. Him and Neil are still wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people, so don't misconstrue that in any way, shape, or form, but before they were super mega stars that they are currently, they were young minions amongst the blog and YouTube crew, and this was one they sent one Christmas, and I know it's on my video thing somewhere from times gone by, but still, that patch, one of the nastiest Josh Johnson patches I've got, so I thank them immensely. For that. The last question, how did I get started on YouTube? I think I signed up February 2010, early to mid-February, and I was in the mode then of just like, man, I gotta find Josh Johnson. I was on a sports card forum, I was on Blowout, Freedom Cardboard, the Collectors Group, a couple other ones that I haven't been on in ages now. The Bench, eBay, of course, but I always wanted to have that upper hand, to know where, hey, where's the cards coming from? Where maybe somebody's over here doing this, maybe somebody's over there doing that. So I'm like, YouTube, why haven't I thought of this before? Again, you got a video camera, so you're probably going to videotape cards. Why not? So that's why I went. I just typed in sports cards. And baseball, trading cards, stuff of that nature. And like everything else, I came up with the hobby box, Chris Justice, Chris 5784, or whatever. And then also Michael Airfelk 77 came up with a couple of his vids too, and I don't know if Techno Bailey, Jason Foxborough Sensation 11, GSN Cards might have been on there. Nikki, what up? Hope you're fist pumping, you're getting swole, man. Trying to think of the old school team. I don't know if any of his stuff came up or not. Again, that's over 3 years ago, so anyway. So I watched some, and I mean, I'd casually look, and I'm like, I don't know, I don't know if this is for me. I don't know. Showing off my cards, at the time I didn't have a good digital camera, all that stuff. I'm like, nobody wants to see Dennis Northcutt, Josh Johnson, Josh McCown, Danny Ugla, Mike Walker, any of my scruffy Kerry Collins. Nobody wants to see the players I collect. Why the hell would anybody want to? So, kept watching. I saw Chris and Boston were on there. And this was, I think, at the end of April. Middle of April. And he's just chilling. I'm like, man, this guy's really chilling. It's just BS and talking with the camera, and that's about it. So I'm like, man, I can do this. And then, so I start farting around with him. Because I think I was on blog before YouTube or at the same time, so anyway, getting back to that story, which I'm just sort of trailing off here. Saw his video, or a couple of his videos. I think I made one not too long thereafter, and I was sort of nervous doing it too, because it's like, well, what the hell are you supposed to say if, again, it's not the YouTube community now where you've got a ton of people in it. At the time, you still had a lot of people. But again, this was all altogether new to me. I mean, this was when social media was just blown up. So, I'm just sort of showing the cards, just like, hey, you got this card here, got that. So, but then I watched a bunch of Michael's videos. Because I think that was the time his mom or grandma
Good.
had passed away, that she had a heart attack, I think, while driving. And I remember watching it and tears in my eyes. I'm like, man, somebody's putting this out there for anybody to see, not just like your teammates. You're putting this out for the world to see. I'm like, shit. So that's how I basically got my start, is through watching, I don't know, just the original pioneers. I didn't even watch your videos, Denny. That's how terrible I sound right now. But again, you don't know the keywords back then. You don't have the friends. You don't have this, such, and whatever. So, but I'm gonna do what Tom did. I'm gonna link this as a video response. It'll show up in your inbox. So I'll do the same thing. I'll comment on there and whatnot. So, great contest. Glad there seems to be a lot of participation going on, and thanks again. Take her easy, YouTube. She's easy. Take her twice.